Hello, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today for our Million Mom Movement call. My name is Tammy Trissel, and I am joined today by my fellow council members, Allison and Naeva, and Sherry is having a little weather issue with her Wi-Fi, so she's not on with us today. I have been with the Million Mom Movement for a few months now. I've been with Purium for 3 years. I'm very passionate about this movement because I was very sick for a very long time and doctors just didn't know how to help me. So I found this nutrition and I was able to get off 20 medications and reverse Crohn's disease, anxiety, depression, insomnia, anemia. So I'm super passionate about this movement. I've transitioned all my children into this lifestyle and they've all had incredible transformations as well. They're 18, 17, and 7 years old. So we're looking for more moms, for 1,000 moms in 100 communities to join us on this movement, because I know from personal experience how powerful it is when you have good nutrition in your body. It's just amazing. It's night and day difference. If you guys could have seen me before, I'm a completely different person now. I was 240 pounds and just so sick. By the age of 38, I was on disability. I couldn't even take care of my children. So, the things that are going on in this world, it's very important for us to raise awareness about what's going on in our food. So on today's call, I'm super excited about this topic. We're going to be talking about the pineal gland and the functions of it and ways that we can activate it, also known as your third eye. So this is so fascinating to me. I didn't even know that I had something in my body called a pineal gland. And it's very important. The pineal gland, when you activate it, it communicates to the pituitary gland, and that controls all the hormones in the body. So this is, a very powerful thing in our body. So I'm super excited about this topic today. And I'm going to have Naeva, or actually we're going to have one of our, Janelle, she's going to read our pledge to you guys. So if Janelle, would you want to unmute yourself, please, and read our pledge?
I'm here.
Hi.
Hi. Can you put the pledge up so I can read it?
Yes, we can.
Thank you.
Allison or Naeva.
We can get it up here. I
Yeah.
just thought Naeva was going to do it, but we'll put it up. Hang on.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. All of our tech savvy people.
Yeah, thank God for Jared. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, and Naeva's doing it too. Okay. Naeva's on it.
All right. I pledge to defend the health of myself and my family. I pledge to choose organic foods that are minimally processed and free of man-made ingredients. I pledge to read labels and educate myself on all aspects of clean living. I understand that my actions today will positively impact the health and environment of future generations. I am committed to sharing this movement of many. I am the Million Mom Movement.
Thank you, Janelle. Now, when you read that, what does it mean to you? Why are you here? Why are you passionate about this?
So passionate with Purium. It is helping my health fearlessly, and I relate to your story so much. Not being able to take care of my kids at one point. My health, I could only lay down. I could not walk. I've been off of pharma meds now for 4 years, thank you, and 1 year without Klonopin. So, but to me, I never knew the effects that would come after them, neurologically. Like even my speech, it's hard for me to articulate when I'm trying to express. Um, the the deterioration of my bones, the depression. I'm gonna cry right now, excuse me. But it was so much that I never realized until I started putting Purium into my body and I started seeing the healing. And like it's even in the smallest things. Like I just went through foot healing work, and I could tell the effects it was giving my whole body, because I was getting rid of toxins. And it's just so much. It's so much I can't even express. I'm just full of gratitude. I'm full of joy, and I've never found anything like this in my life. And I see how it affects my kids. Like I'm gonna cry again. It affects my kids because they're so happy to see their mom happy, and I have so much more energy for them, and they don't see their mom depressed and grumpy and oh, leave me alone, you know. So yeah, and it's and above that, the community that comes with it. You guys are amazing. I'm learning from everyone, and everyone's stories. Before I used to think I'm alone and nobody knows, understands, but now I'm getting it, and it feels really good. So yes, yeah.
Oh, you're making me tear up too. That depression it's real, and
Mm.
unfortunately, the system that we live in, they don't doctors just aren't taught about nutrition, and that's what I struggled with too. And I couldn't even read a book. I couldn't make it through reading a book. The comprehension wasn't there. Finding the words, like you're saying, it's hard when you've had that much malnutrition, and getting the toxins out of you and cleaning your system up. And when things start, when that light starts to come on and things start clicking and communicating, and you start lighting up and you're feeling good, like you can't put a price on that. So I'm so happy that you're here with us and that you found this nutrition, and I can tell that it's doing its job. You're just glowing. All right, so I think we're going to have Naeva read our In the News right now and share some information about the pineal gland.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Such great information here. I'm so excited for this topic. And so today we're going to share this article that there's more to the glyphosate. More to the glyphosate controversy. We've talked a lot about glyphosate in the past, and when the debates about glyphosate fare up, they tend to focus on cancer and large amounts of conflicting data on whether or not glyphosate is that is most commonly known as Roundup causes cancer. But what's even more alarming is we wanted to point out how it affects our pineal gland. So what typically isn't mentioned is all the different ways a person can be exposed to glyphosate and how it interacts with other compounds we're exposed to and other potential health complications. It's hard to find that information as it's often buried under all controversy. When you learn more about the effects of glyphosate, it almost makes all of that seem like a purposeful distraction. As mentioned in the first blog about glyphosate, it's most commonly used herbicide in the world. Its usage and potential health and environmental complications have been hotly debated for years. So following the invention of glyphosate was the genetic modification of crops to withstand this herbicide. This allowed farmers to spray their crops and surrounding areas and kill only the weeds. These crops are known as Roundup Ready crops. They include soy, corn, canola, sugar beets, cotton, and alfalfa. And these crops are commonly consumed, used in textiles, or fed to livestock that in turn is consumed. That's where the complications begin to arise. Not only is the herbicide introduced to foods we eat in the environment, it's then incorporated into our clothes that we wear, tampons for women, and the animals that we eat. So this is something that you can Google, you can look more into it because there's tons of information out there about it. But what we wanted to highlight is the pineal gland, because that's what we're here to talk about today. So in 2015, a study published in Agricultural Sciences titled Aluminum and Glyphosate Can Synergistically Induce Pineal Gland Pathology found a slew of alarming health issues that glyphosate can cause other than cancer. So the pineal gland is a small endocrine gland within the brain that produces melatonin. Melatonin maintains circadian rhythms and helps with regulation of reproductive hormones. And issues with the pineal gland are associated with abnormal sleep patterns that are in turn associated with neurological diseases such as anxiety, depression, dementia, and even Parkinson's disease. So the pineal gland is incredibly sensitive to environmental toxins and is inclusive of glyphosate. So this study highlighted glyphosate's ability to chelate aluminum, meaning put it in a form that is more harmful to the body. This creates a series of reactions with the body, affecting many reactions, functions, and systems. So this is something that we want to bring to our attention because we often talk about gut health and how the gut is related to the brain. The gut is our second brain. So long story short, glyphosate and aluminum are a toxic combination for the pineal gland and the body as a whole. And so I will share this article. You can read more about how it affects your gut microbiome and so many other things. And so by taking this pineal clear, you can really help to decalcify your pineal gland, as well as, it can also help your gut as well because they are connected. And I just want to click over the second article, which is that article that was highlighted there on that first article about how aluminum and glyphosate can synergistically induce pineal gland pathology, connection to gut dysbiosis, and neurological disease. So I just wanted to show you that within that first article, there's a link that brings you here. And the abstract says that many neurological diseases, including autism, depression, dementia, anxiety disorder, and Parkinson's disease, are associated with abnormal sleep patterns. So it's important to get that proper sleep, which are directly linked to the pineal gland dysfunction. The pineal gland is highly susceptible to environmental toxicants. Pervasive substances in modern industrialized nations are aluminum and glyphosate, and the active ingredient in the herbicide Roundup. So this is a really great read. It has such great information in it. And we wanted to share this with you today so that you can dig a little bit deeper. So I will share the link to this first article, and then down here, the second link right here will take you to that second page. And we invite you to go and read it, share it with your community, and I pass it back to you, Tammy.
Thank you, Naeva. That's a great article. I love all this information that's out there at our fingertips so we can, knowledge is power. The more we educate ourselves about this, the more we can help other people. There's other ways to activate your third eye too. You can go out in the morning and do some early morning sun gazing, drinking clean water, meditation, but really this detoxification of the body is what we need. So I'm super excited to have this product. I've been taking CMOS and Shilajit and 8 different things for the past couple years to get everything that's in one bottle now. So I'm so excited that Dave created this for us, everything all in one place. This is just so perfect for us. And my youngest being on the spectrum, this is Autism Awareness Month. I'm excited to get this into him because he will not take my Shilajit. It is a very strong, potent Shilajit. It tastes like tar. So I'm really excited for this one for him. He's already made leaps and bounds in his transformation, just having the biomedic on board and cleaning up his diet. So I'm really excited for this, to get this into his body. I know that we have some friends on today that have already received their product and they are excited to share. I would like to call on Tammy Hawk first. And then if anybody else has received their product and wants to share their experience so far, just raise your hand and we will call on you next.
Thank you so much. Yes, I have had the Pineal Clear for 3 days, and I have had a profound change and shift in my health with Purium. I've been with Purium since June of 2021. And I came into Purium with bad health. And recently, but over the course of the last almost 3 years, things have incredibly improved for me. I'm so thankful. But recently in December, I was in a motor vehicle accident and it shook everything up because I'm still in recovery from a concussion. And so what I had experienced for decades with my sleep, all of a sudden, and not being able to, presented itself again. And also it shook up my, I like to say my emotion box in my brain, because things just weren't responding correctly. And my cognitive abilities are a little bit, they're not 100%. So I incorporated obviously the superfoods already and a few brain support, and then I ordered Pineal Clear as soon as it went live, and I've been able to consume it for 3 days. And the thing that I noticed the most is that my sleep is not interrupted again. I sleep so deep. It's been like instant that has that I've been able to experience that. And I also noticed a shift in my endocrine system. The pineal gland is a part of that. I can feel an inner calm that I haven't been able to since the accident. So I'm super grateful for that and for what will transpire as the days go by.
Oh, that's such a powerful share, Tammy. I'm so excited for you. There's nothing better than a good night's sleep. And when you cannot sleep good, it just messes up everything. Being able to think clearly and just to be a human in this world that we're living in, I mean, we have to be able to function, right? We have things we have to do. So I'm so excited to see how this helps you along the way. Allison wants to introduce our next guest. Allison.
Thank you so much. And thank you for your share, Tammy. I look forward to hearing how this helps you along the way. And I'm for our next guest to share. I'm excited to hear why she's excited about this. We have a Dr. Strang who is with us today, Dr. Christian Strang, who's a world-renowned author who adore her books, and I've read one of them, can't wait for the next, mystic and metaphysical psychologist, and I thought would be the perfect person to share about why now, and why she's excited to share this. So please unmute yourself, Dr. Christian, and share. Can you unmute yourself? Naiva are you out there? If you can help her, I think I can ask you to unmute if that works. Does that work? Okay.
Yes, that worked. Thank you so much. And thank you for asking me to be on this call. I was so excited in July of last year when I was at Diamond Club and Dave mentioned that he was in the process of finalizing this specific formulation for the pineal gland. And I was so excited about it because I'm an energy healer, as well as the other pieces that Allison mentioned. And so for literally 14 years, I've been working with humans and working on the pineal. The pineal gland, as we're all learning about, is a master gland, but what's often not spoken about the pineal is that it is literally the spiritual download center. Every intuition you receive, people say, oh, I got this download, like that's all coming from the pineal. So we can understand why the agenda would work really strongly to hijack the food, water, medicine supply so that the pineal gland is actually taken offline. And when the pineal gland is taken offline, not only do we have all of these physical disturbances that we're talking about, but we also have the inability for humans to be connected to their divine self and be sovereign and free and free themselves from the limiting confines of the artificial matrix. So this is like, in the early days, I was like, if I could get, have a session with every human and get their pineal gland back online, but that's impossible. So I'm always looking for what is going to be that one thing that can help people reclaim their sovereignty and their divinity and who they really are. And of course, Purium is part of that. I was guided to Purium in November of 2020. I was spiritually guided to it. I was shown that these formulations are of the highest frequency and that they've been brought to us to support the ascension of humanity on Earth. So, being part of Purium is like one of the biggest deals, really, spiritually and health-wise, that we could be a part of. This is like a very ascended path. So of course, I'm recommending the ULT, the Power Shake. I write that into my books. My characters are doing ULTs. That's just a duh. But is there one thing we could give those out there to help them reclaim their sovereignty and connect with their divinity and connect with who they really are? And Pineal Clear is here. So I'm so thrilled about it because, again, not everyone is going to be open having energy work for this kind of thing. Not everyone is going to be meditating every day to connect with their higher self. But now we have this specific formulation that Dave has put together. And I very deeply have been shown that Dave is divinely guided in what he is creating. So I know it's the highest quality. So when I just got mine about 2 days ago on Wednesday, so a couple days ago, and I immediately was like, okay, I cannot wait to try this. So I will give you a pro tip for those of you that have not yet tried the Pineal Clear. I just put it in a little bit of water because that's what I usually do with tinctures. And it says 8 to 10 ounces of water, but I was just like, oh, I got this. So I put the 2 milliliters into a small bit of water, and my pineal was so blown open. I was supposed to do a client session. I had to go sit in meditation for a half hour because I could feel the pulsing of my third eye and of my spiritual center. So I did yesterday, I put it in a full 8 to 10 ounces of water, and I sipped it gently instead of, downing the whole thing, and did not have that same effect. So just a pro tip, this is an incredible formulation. I think it's sort of hilarious that Dave has to say, there's no proof, no scientific proof that this is going to cleanse the pineal. My pineal immediately responded to this formulation. So I am so excited for all those that are going to be able to experience Pineal Clear, because it literally is supporting the awakening of humanity. We also can't turn away from the fact it's coming out now. And we're in this 5-year period right now where humanity is having this huge push to awaken at a whole other level. So Pineal Clear is going to be the thing that I recommend to people first off, because if they can connect back to their sovereignty, to who they really are, they're going to say yes to the ULT. They're going to be able to make the changes for this lifestyle. The agenda has worked really hard to disconnect humans from this. So we're on a mission, right? This is a mission based. For me, Purium is like my service work. This is so important to be able to share this with others and support the awakening of humanity. So I'm super grateful to Million Mom Movement. This is my favorite training every week. I'm so grateful to Dave and Amy for having the courage to walk this path and everything they have to navigate to bring this out to the public and still make sure that FDA and all the artificial matrix confines are satisfied. Like, we're really, really blessed to have this. So thank you so much for this opportunity to share. I'm always here for the spiritual perspective. If you want to know the metaphysical or spiritual perspective on anything that's going down and anything with the superfoods, I'm here for that. That is my passion. So thank you so much, Allison, for asking me to be here and speak.
Thank you so much. I just knew you'd be the one to communicate this message, and this is an important message. So for those who have the pineal open enough to receive that, and soon you will once you start taking it, but it's really important time right now that we are in our sovereignty. As Dr. Christian said, this is our time to really stand grounded in our soul, in our spirit, in our inner wisdom, knowledge, all of the information we have in us deeply. And so I know this is going to allow us that open that channel for us to receive deeper and to stay stronger in our power. So thank you so much, Dr. Strang, for that perspective. Back to you, Tammy.
Thank you, ladies. That was a very powerful share. I'm learning so much from all of you. I am new to all of this spiritual awakening, all these things. I was very asleep before. So I didn't even know I was living in a matrix. I didn't know that was a thing. So I was completely numbed out to everything that was going on, totally brainwashed. All the things that, the people around me that I see are just, my kids call them NPCs, non-playable characters. It's like the walking zombies. I don't know. I'm new to all of this. I'm learning with you guys. So this is so exciting. So I know we have some more friends that have tried this product and that want to share. Kimberly Sanders is one of those beautiful angels that knows all the wonderful things, and she is going to share next for us. Naiva, would you be so kind to unmute Kimberly for me, please?
Hello, everyone. Wow, thank you so much for this incredible call. And just everyone shares has been so powerful. And to know that this community, we really like Dr. Strang said that we know that we're the ones that we've been waiting for, and we are the ones that get to be these living examples of having all of this beautiful medicine from the earth, you know, to truly activate everyone and to have these tools so readily available for families that are so busy and fast. Like I'm in a situation where here we're cleaning, we're doing all this stuff, and it's just like, wow, if to not have this type of food and all these plant blessings that Dave is creating, it just, you know, people just grab for quick things, and it's just, it's not always of this vibration. So, you know, as soon as we tried it the other day, it was just like this energy and this remembering, this reawakening. And it's just so special. I've been doing superfoods and Purium for like 8 years now, or maybe more. And then prior to Purium, tons of superfoods, raw food, all the living things. And so I'm just in this place all the time, like floating into this knowing of every single conversation leads to Purium, you know, and it's like I was on the airplane yesterday and it just turned into the greatest conversation ever. So I know I'm going to be able to share that with her. So just know every single conversation that we have can lead to Purium. And I know that this is going to just allow me to be in the right place at the right time, even more so. And I just wanted to say too, you know, it's an alcohol base. So if you're, people have reached out to me already saying that they can't really work with that. And so put it in a little bit of warm water so that the alcohol can release a little bit better. We just actually put it under our tongues, and like Daniel Love, he almost like fell over, and I'm just super grounded. So like I was just like, ooh, it's really perfect. So I'm just so looking forward to just utilizing it in every, I don't know, even a little bit more for myself. I'm a triple Capricorn, since we're going into like, you know, the ether type thing. So I'm really grounded. I can like do so many different things. So it's good for me to tune in even more. And we're just so fortunate. And like the taste of it, even if you just like have a little bit of it straight in your tongue, it's literally like plant medicine. It's like major ceremony. So I would really suggest that we hold space for it, and, you know, have it be a special moment where you're sitting in meditation and just bring in the blessings, ask for who we wish to have attracted to us so that we can bring in more and more people into this beautiful community. And that's what I talk about right away. Like, it's like, oh, what do you do? Oh, I'm in the most incredible place in the world, connecting communities together, and we have the most powerful leaders coming together, people that can really help each other. And so it's just so special. So allow it to activate yourself, have all of your superfoods, and let's utilize this every single day and see how even more powerful we all get to be. So I just am so grateful to get to be with you all today. And wow, like what a powerful community and company, and bless Dave and Amy and Debbie Darling and all of the friends that make this possible, all of our customer service ladies, and just this beautiful earth and all of it. So, and ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for letting me share. I love you all.
We love you more, Kimberly, Miss Angel. You are so divinely guided, and I'm so glad the universe put you in my path. You're the reason that I'm here today. Every conversation does lead to Purium, and it's everywhere I go. My son and I were just at the beach, and nobody was in the ocean because it was freezing cold. And we jumped in there to take a little cold plunge, and we get out, and all these people on the beach were like high-fiving us, and this guy started talking to us about grounding and Gary Brecka and doing breath work. And my teenage son, he's like, well, if you're into all that, then you must have heard of Purium. So he's even catching on to the conversations all lead to Purium. And it's so true, and when you do this, it's like, people tell me all the time, oh my gosh, you're glowing, and you get this shine. And it's, your auric field, you just start glowing everywhere you go. And they say that your pineal gland, it's like you have this antenna to the universe, and the universe is just going to guide you to the right people. And there's so many beautiful people. I see Miss Allie and Alan on today. Oh, I love you guys. And I'm so excited for Alan to get this medicine into him as well. Allie, have you received yours yet? Have you given any to Alan? I'd be curious for you to share. No, not yet. Okay. Has anybody else received? Pamela, you received yours? Pamela wants to share. Let's see. Pamela has her hand up. Let's unmute Pamela.
Hello, everybody. I don't know a whole lot about the pineal gland. I just know that you don't say penile for Allison. That's one of our little jokes. That's not what you say. But I received it yesterday, and even with all the Purium things for the last 6 months, maybe I haven't been sleeping well. And I took it last night before bed, and I woke up and I went, what the hell just happened? Like I had the most glorious sleep. And I also, I had, as a side effect of gastric bypass surgery, I have water nausea. And well, besides hydrogen water, I haven't really drank a whole glass of water since 2018 at one time. And last night and this morning, I put it in a full glass of water, like 8 ounces, and drank the whole thing quite quickly, actually, with no nausea, nothing. So I was like, wow, I can get in a glass of water in the morning and a glass of water in the evening. So I'm pretty excited. So that's like 16 ounces of water added to my day. So that's exciting to me. I did see Kimberly put it right under her tongue. So I'm like, I got to try that, at least just one of them. So I did. It's tingly, but I just wanted to experience that. But I'm pretty excited to see, because I can't meditate. My mind won't let me do it. I get more and more anxious. So I'm gonna try it. See, keep taking this stuff and then see if I can settle down enough to meditate. That would be amazing. So thank you for letting me share.
Oh, sweet Pamela, I love you so much. Yeah, meditation doesn't come easy to me either. Turning off all those little voices in your brain is not always easy. So this is very exciting to have for us. The world we live in, we need to turn the brain off and to be able to meditate and calm down everything, the nervous system. Do we have anybody else that wants to share? Has anyone else been able to use this product? Martha, what are you pointing at? Oh,
Allie has her hand
Allie.
up. Yeah.
Sorry, my screen is so small. Allie, yay. Can we unmute Allie?
Yeah, so I've been taking it for about 3 days, and at first I did not notice much, but oh, he comes again. But I slept so much last night. I woke up barely like at 11. And no, wait, please. And I feel so calm. I always take my supplements first when I first try them. I like to first try them before giving anything to him. No, wait. And I'm gonna give this is something I have to give to him because he sleeps poorly, and he definitely needs it. No, please. So this is other thing he has. He's like Let's be okay. Here, go. Sorry. And yeah, I gotta give this to him. His sleep definitely is gonna get better. I slept like interruptedly, and I feel so calm right now. It's like, whoa. It's amazing. That's the beginning, because I know it's going to get like so much better. But that's
Oh,
all for
Mama,
now.
I just want to cry for you. I wanted this nutrition for you for so long. I know your nervous system dealing, you have so much on your plate. If you guys don't know, Allie has a 21-year-old son, Alan, there, and he's been diagnosed severely autistic, nonverbal, aggressive. And this has really, just 1 week on this nutrition, Alan spoke his first full sentence. So she has a very, very powerful story. So I'm so excited for Alan to get this into him. The more you get sleep and the more he gets sleep, the more peace you're going to have in your life, and you can breathe, and everything is just going to get so beautiful for you. I'm just so excited. I just love you so much. You guys make me want to cry every time I hear the good news that she's just going live on Facebook all the time with Alan and sharing this. So if you guys don't follow Allie yet, give her some love on Facebook. And she has such a powerful story. Thank you so much for sharing, Allie.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Miss Juniper Rose. Hi, beautiful. Do you want to unmute?
Amazing. So good to see you all here with the movement of many. I'm so excited to share. So I've been using the Pineal Clear for the past 3 days, and it's been amazing. Like, I was just not sure what to expect, and just had been like following my intuition more. I think tuning into like what is, aligned, as far as I've even spoken things that I have been needing to say, like getting it out. So, just tuning in is definitely part of this. Just listening to my body. So I go to sleep. I've had like 2 days that I felt wanted a nap midday. Like, I don't usually nap. So I'm just like listening to my body, like letting that happen. Before this, I was heavy on all of the Epigenius family and doing Power Shake regularly. So I updated to the ULT plus brain. And my Revive It All, I missed the Revive It All so much with the Pineal Clear. And so that's been a really good combination. So just grounding, like my body just naturally wants to go to sleep at like 8 at night. All the notifications are going off, right? So I'm just tuning into what feels like natural, and then waking up at like anywhere between 3 or 5 a.m., right? Sometimes just to see the sun come up. 7, like somewhere early in the day, right? Whereas before I might have been asleep until 1 in the afternoon, like not motivational at all. So anyway, it's helped with that, resetting the sleep rhythm, and just getting outside and wanting to have the sun rays. Like, my body has been craving the sun. So I've definitely been getting out and putting my feet in the ground. So that's been my experience over the past 3 days. But I wasn't sure what to expect. And so hearing everybody else talk about it, I figured I'd share. I'm so glad to hear others are like, and what you're experiencing. And thanks for sharing and opening this platform. It's great.
Oh, that's such a wonderful share. I'm so excited for you. Every time Dave comes out with something, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to feel even better. Like, is that possible?
Yeah.
I'm like, pretty soon I'm just going to levitate off this planet. Like, I don't know if I could get much lighter. It's so exciting. I'm so happy for you. Dan wants to share. I see Dan's hand up. Hi, Dan.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Million Mom Movement Council members and all of you extremely beautiful people. I'm happy to share a little bit about my experience so far with Pineal Clear. I myself, I've been taking it for about 3 days now, just like everybody else. I got my shipment earlier on in the week, and reading that suggested use, mixing it between 8 to 10 ounces of water, I kind of went like out of the gate, and I went all out. I mean, I'm like, if you ever meet me in person and we're at a Purium event, I'm like your chief mixologist. I love having fun and mixing things together. What I did, I don't recommend this. Please don't do what I did. I actually put the 2 milliliters into my apothecary, and I had the most mesmerizing, most lucid dream I've ever had in my life. It was incredible. If you feel up to it, I mean, it is extremely safe. You will have a very extreme dream, deep REMful sleep, because like you just said, Tammy, you think, you're already quite healthy after being on these superfoods for several years. Dave just knocks it out of the park and, actually releases this incredible product. Also, what I wanted to address, Miss Kimberly Sanders already beat me to the punch, and that was to, if anybody has, I guess, mixed opinions about how it's deprived of the alcohol. I mean, yeah, just mix that in warm water and mix it around, let it kind of steep a little bit and dilute that alcohol. I've also done that just with the plain water, the 8 to 10 ounces of water. And I mean, it's quite pungent. Let's just say that. But, this is liquid gold, and anything and everything that's pure premium, I mean, it's from the purest quality. I think, like, in terms of the meditations and, that self-love ceremonies that we do for ourselves, it's something incredible. Opening your third eye. I mean, I've never had more mental acuity and concentration, never before in my life. So, that's probably, the works of the ULT and the Pineal Clear and the Revive It all of these good things. So that's just tapping into, subtraction by addition. So always just adding more to your incredible regimen and listening to your body overall, right? As Juniper Rose said, but there's so many incredible shares, all-star people. I think a lot of that is also the lunar eclipse. I'm positive, like I got this positive radiant energy just flowing through me. So it's probably the pineal clear. It's probably the eclipse. I just love everybody on this planet. So, do yourself some good, and this is self-care. I think that's pretty much all I had to share today, and I hope I provided some form of knowledge. Somebody gained some knowledge on my share today. So I love this council. I'm a big fan, and I appreciate everyone. Thank you for allowing me to share this afternoon.
Oh, thank you so much, Dan. We love you so much. You're just such a joy, and you bring so much life to this party. I'm excited to put it in my apothecary. I'm already dreaming that I'm chasing gorillas through the jungle with just the apothecary. So I'm excited to see what I dream about adding this in. Somebody in the chat, Hips in Motion, said they're having FOMO. I haven't had FOMO in so long, and I'm having FOMO right now. I'm afraid I'm missing out because I haven't received my product yet. So I'm excited to get that and to get it into my body and see and feel the effects, because you guys are just making me want to take it right now and go right to sleep and dream a lovely dream. I think Naeva has a share next. Thank you, Dan. That was awesome.
Thank you so much, Tammy, and thanks everyone for your incredible shares. I just got my product the other day. I was actually on my travels back from Montreal and had created myself an extra long layover so I could go to corporate and pick up my Pineal Clear because I didn't want to wait for shipping to Hawaii. That's how excited I was to go get it and get it into my body. And I used it right away. And I feel like I can say I slept really well, but I also was working with like a 6-hour time difference that was not necessarily in my favor, as since we're going technically back in time to Hawaii. So it was very interesting, but I did sleep so soundly. I woke up feeling really vibrant and just feeling very clear in my mind. I'm just super excited to continue using it and learning how it affects us. And I love that it is great for helping us create natural melatonin along with the apothecary and helping us have that brain function, that mental clarity. But I'm also really excited to learn more about how it can help us with our endocrine system and our hormones, and how it can really help us as women to balance our hormones, which I feel like is so important for myself specifically. And so I'm really excited to continue using it. I am so happy that I got my hands on it, that I was able to go right into the corporate office and pick mine up right away. That was such a blessing. And so for anybody in Southern California or Los Angeles area, do know that you can go to Will Call and get your product same day. And so I'm really grateful that I was able to do that. And I wanted to just pull up the Pineal Clear page and read a little bit about it as well. So right here, it says, clear your mind, introducing Pineal Clear, and it can help support healthy inflammatory response, targeted to support healthy brain, supports natural melatonin levels, support bio and circadian rhythms, supports decalcification of the pineal gland, which we are inundated with so many toxins and chemicals in our everyday life that is so important that we continue to detox. And so I'm excited about this product specifically because we have lots of detoxification herbs and blends, but not one that specifically targets our brain and our pineal gland and helping us to decalcify from all of the toxins and things that we've, had been introduced to in our everyday life. And then the ingredients in this is so incredible too. It's just really 5 simple ingredients, but it's so good for you. And I love how much time and attention Dave puts into creating products with incredible ingredients, the highest quality, and really taking the time to make sure that the product that comes to us is the very best that he can create. And so down here it says that it's gluten-free and vegan, excuse me. Pineal Clear is a unique formula created to support a healthy pineal gland, one of 9 hormone producing glands in our endocrine system. Lifestyle factors and age can lead to calcification of this tiny gland, often referred to as the seat of the soul, which produces the critical hormone melatonin and supports healthy sleep and circadian cycles, and many believe aids in forming deeper connections. So, we heard within these testimonies so much about people having better sleep and creating, better melatonin in their body naturally, and those circadian rhythms, and dreaming more clearly, which is so exciting. And I look forward to getting to experience that as well. As I've only been using it for 2 days, but so far the last 2 nights have been great sleep. Haven't been waking up at night like I do sometimes, tossing and turning. So that's been such a huge relief for me. So Pineal Clear is scientifically formulated and synergistically combined blend of the organic haritaki fruit extract, organic Irish sea moss extract, organic chaga mycelium extract, organic turmeric root extract, and shilajit extract. Together, these pure and premium ingredients form a supplement that supports the overall health and well-being of the pineal gland, our body's main source of secreting melatonin, commonly called as the sleep hormone. So you can see here, it can support healthy inflammatory response, natural melatonin levels, bio and circadian rhythms, and the decalcification of our pineal gland. And for anybody wondering, I think it was mentioned, but the Pineal Clear is in alcohol extracted herbal tincture. So just wanted to bring this to all of our attention so that we could get just a little bit more information about this incredible product that we're highlighting today, and that everybody is so excited to be using, even if it's just for the short little while that we've been using it. It's incredible to hear all of your stories. So thank you everybody for hopping on, and I'll pass it back to you, Tammy.
Thank you so much, Naeva. It's so wonderful to have all of these ingredients in one formula. Like I said before, I've been taking all of these different things singly for the last couple of years. So to have this is just so wonderful. I believe, let's see, do we have anyone else that wants to share before we have Allison do our call to action? Did everyone get their shares in? Anybody else? One last call. Okay, I think that's all of our shares for today. So I'm going to pass it over to Allison, and she has a call to action for you guys.
Thank you so much, Tammy, and thank you for all the shares. They were so inspiring. I think ours is coming today, right, Jar? We're getting ours today. So I can't wait. I'm so excited to deepen my dreams. I've been having like really interesting dreams. Now I can't wait to remember them because I know they're super fascinating. And I'm just like, I wake up and I'm like, no, it's gone. So I just really, that's my big excitement that I'm looking forward to, is getting just more to remember my dreams when I wake up and to have that deeper sleep. So our call to action is, well, we had about 60 people on today's call, and I think more people needed to hear this call. So I would say definitely share the replay of this call to, customers, brand partners, and other people who would be interested in this that are not yet familiar with the Purium products. I think this is a perfect, a lot of people are doing CMOS and Shilajit and these other things right now. So anyone who's already doing this, this is such a great gateway into the Purium lifestyle through this, this package. And to invite everyone next week, because we always need, we all come here every week and we know how much we get from this call. So think of someone now that you're like, I would love them to join this call with me, and make sure that they come with you next week, or, maybe, I don't know, just let's get all more people on these calls. They're so amazing. So to follow, where's my call to action? Hang on. I have to share my screen here. Is this it? Yeah. Share. Okay. So we have the Million Mom Facebook group. So please join us there, Million Mom Movement on Facebook. We have the Instagram. So if you, follow, and please tag us in your, maybe you want to share your experience with the pineal gland. Maybe you want to share your takeaway from this call, whatever it is, we'd love to reshare you and repost you. And please use the hashtag as well, Million Mom Movement, so we can see who's there. And to subscribe and like our YouTube channel. So this is where you'll find all the replays to all these amazing calls over the past years, the many years that I've been attending these calls. I use these calls all the time to share information. And you can, search. I like to use YouTube as a search engine. So you could search Million Mom Movement diabetes, and you will find there's like at least 2 calls on diabetes. So, whatever it is that you're looking for, instead of needing to scroll down the whole thing, you can just search it in the YouTube. So, and what am I forgetting? Naiva, so just please join us next week. Do you know what's the topic again we have next week?
It's autism awareness.
Okay, right. Amazing
So
topic.
it's going to be food for thought, empowering those on the spectrum.
Amazing call.
Yeah.
So let's get everyone we know who's touched by autism to come to the call. Also use this opportunity this week to start sharing if you're touched by autism or know anyone who is, or just is wanting to share information to help people to, improve. Obviously, we can't say this heals. We are not allowed to say, but this improves symptoms. This will help manage and really, bring us all to our highest potential. So let's share all week that, if you want to share anything about autism awareness, since we're in Autism Awareness Month, and invite people to next week's call. So thank you so much, everyone. And back to you in case I forgot something, Naiva. Thank you.
Thank you so much. No, that was everything. And yes, please do come join us next week. Like Allison said, if you know anybody that's been affected or is on the spectrum, invite them to come. If you have anybody on your team that has been using Purium products that has an experience, of course, we love to highlight stories and experiences, because like Allison said, we can't claim that this will, heal or help anybody, but we can share stories. And so stories are our best tool. And so we invite you to come back and share stories. And just so you all know, I have been going live the past few months right on our Facebook page for the Million Mom Movement. And so those can also get shared onto your own Facebook, just right from the Million Mom Movement page. So in case you want to, share today's onto your Facebook, the replay will be up shortly as well, but I just wanted to let you all know that the replay is always on Facebook right away, as we have it recording there live. So thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Allison. Back to you,
Just wanna
Tammy.
s-
if you have
I
any
just want to
last
say
thoughts.
just quickly, you know, the fact that it's up live in the Million Mom and that we can share it, it's so easy. We can tag people as well. So like, if you know anyone who's been curious about the pineal or the pineal clear or anything, it's so easy when we just, you know, tag, hey, if you want any more information, this call was great. And just a great way to be able to share. Yeah. Go ahead. Back to you, Tammy.
I think you ladies covered it all. That was wonderful. I just want to thank everyone again for joining us today and for sharing your experience with this product. I'm so excited to get mine and have better dreams and help more people. So keep sharing. And Naeva, if you want to unmute everybody and we can all say goodbye to each other.